turn 3, and the Orks don't have all that much left, even though they have a lot more kill points, but they still have a chance to deal lots of hurt. Cotiers and those Death Cult Assassins run off the board because they're, again, too close to my boys. They were too afraid and they had to run away. However, the Dread Knight, of course, runs towards the Orks because he found out they're really, really squishy, and he can just kill them very easily. The Dreadnought moves into cover, but his gun is out of cover, and so he doesn't grant cover when he shoots me. And he kills one more Luda, trying to get that cover saved. The Vindicar Assassin, of course, hits, and he gets another penetrating hit on my battle wagon, but my custom force field finally works, and that shot is negated, which is very, very, very helpful for me. Definitely needed that. And shooting into my boys, trying to kill them off, only does the 1 wound, and his Melt a Shot with the power of the Machine Spirit shoots at my battle wagon, but the custom force field saves that as well. The Flamer Shot from that Dread Knight comes and hits both my trucks, manages to immobilize one, but it doesn't hurt the other, and then kills 3 other boys. My little fail leadership, which he's so happy about, but then my boss pull, I save it. Fail leadership again, but boss pull and save it. And my other squad, fail leadership again, but I boss pulled, and guess what? I made it! Insanely well. Didn't make much difference because, you know, there's a Dread Knight there, but just shows you how effective boss pulls can be. I absolutely love them. So he's splitting his attacks. He's putting 1 attack on the knob, misses, but of course he gets to reroll everything, almost guaranteed wound, which he does, and then he makes his leadership, and so he is insta-killed. And then the last remaining 3 attacks on the truck, he manages to explode it? Nope. Ramshackle chart. It careens forward. Now it wasn't mobilized, so looking back, maybe it shouldn't have moved. Let's just say the engine exploded and propelled, you know, that you know, very fragile frame forward a bunch of inches and then exploded on the side of the board. I'm willing to accept that. Now, the other Dread Knight, of course, locked in combat, he kills 4 almost, with those re-rolls, almost guaranteed to kill 4 boys every turn without kind of much contestation. And then I attack back, and I can't wound these Dread Knights for the life of me. I managed to re-roll, but I fail my leadership. He does overrun me by just a little bit, but he did. I was below half anyways. And so my last big squad of boys is gone, and I have nothing to kill the Dread Knights. And of course, the Orcs start off, well, we're kind of running away. One guy was involuntary. The truck, though, he's just denying the kill point, running off into the corner, maybe to draw the attention of the Dread Knight and move him around. But we got a Death Roller. Death Roller hits 5 times. And if you ever wanted to learn how to kill a Land Raider, well, you just hit it with a Death Roller. It just wrecks, and so the Terminators wisely pile out the backside because there's a bunch of Burners in that battle wagon. And it doesn't matter if you have a 2+ save if you have to roll 30 million dice. Oh yeah, I do have one last squad of boys. They were pinned last turn. I had forgotten about them, but I'm a little frustrated just throwing them around there. So they get out of difficult terrain at least, and they're moving over. I'm not sure what they're going to try to do, but maybe just kill those, the Dreadnought and the Assassin on the right side of the board, because the Dread Knights, I've just kind of given up on them. The Shock Attack Gun does directly hit, but it fails to wound because it had a very small strength. Just been rolling terribly for it. Little Ludas from the other squad shoot in, from both squads. They both shoot into the Dread Knight, fail to wound it at all. He just makes all his saves and he's fine. The Burners inside the battle wagon managed to hit a couple of Terminators, luckily, and even with wound allocation, he rolls 2 ones that kill 2 Terminators. And so luck isn't wholly 100% poor for the Orcs, but most of my squads are running off the board at this point. I have the few squad of Ludas, or 1 squad of Ludas and the 1 just hanging out with the big the Shock Attack Gun. But most of the Terminators are gone now, or half of them. There's a wounded Dreadnought, and the Vindicar Assassin only has 1 thing. So really the Dread Knights are still there, but I've done lots of wounds. They kind of own the board, but it's not 100% over for the Orcs yet. I still might roll a double 6 with that Shock Attack Gun. Who knows, right? Well, click on part 5 and you'll find out.